Dad is as soft as your mom, your life is just promised. But out of Allah's wisdom, Allah makes mom soft, right? So emotional, right? So compassionate, right? While Allah made us fathers serious, right? Want to make sure everything goes like this, sort of strict, right? At what time are we going? At what time coming back? Who you are with, right? Give me your friends' names, right? So this is out of the mercy of Allah. This is bring the balance in the house. So the house will be balanced between I should maybe call it the softness of moms, the compassionate of mom, and
This way.
the strong personality of dad. Go ahead. Not necessarily. That's what I was telling you, not necessarily, but in the most cases, that's what it is, right? But in the end of the day, by nature, if we do something wrong, we run first to who? To mom or dad? To mom, right? So he gave me the answer there. He said he runs to his mom. Let me tell you, let me tell you this, and please don't laugh, okay? Unless if we cannot control yourself. I had a meeting with my kids one day, right? I got 4 kids, 7 to 16. So I have this session with them all the time. So when they start to reach an age that can differentiate between right and wrong, I told them, listen, kids, I don't not expect you to be angels. But in the same time, I don't want you to be the devils. I don't expect you not to do wrong. But when you do wrong, I want to be the first one to know it, as your father. But here's the thing. If you do something wrong, before you tell me that, I wanted to come to me and say, Dad, I need a pass. If I tell you, you get the pass, just say it, you are safe. No matter what you do, I'll let go. Okay? We have a deal? My son said, okay, Dad, we have a deal. My other son, okay, Daddy, we have a deal. If we do anything wrong, we're gonna come. We promise you, you're gonna be the first to know about it. We're gonna ask for a pass before we see, and then we're gonna see. And not even 24 hours, my older son came to me and he said, Dad, I need a pass. I was like, SubhanAllah, how early? We just had this conversation 24 hours ago, and you're already asking for a pass today. So I told him what happened. So he told me, I had 5 minutes. I told him what happened. He said, this guy was bothering this Muslim girl. He was in a public school. And I was just trying to protect that Muslim girl from that dude. So I told him to stop. He never did. And then he tried to come and, get closer to her. I lost control over myself, so I grabbed his neck and I cleaned the floor with his face. I was like, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. This is wrong, Daddy. I told him. He said, Daddy, that's what I asked for a pass. I told him, you got the pass. I already gave you the pass. But when this is happening, you need to involve the adult in school. The teacher, the principal, right? That's the right thing to do. He said, yeah, I'm sorry, Daddy, I'm not going to do it again. I promise you're going to be the first to know if I screw up in anywhere. I told him, okay, now we have a deal, okay? Going forward, if anything like that happens, you get the adult on board. 48 hours after that, my daughter came asking for a pass. I was like, how? What's going on here? So what happened, Mom? So she told me my teacher, she was screaming at me, so I screamed back at her. I was like, why? This is your teacher. This is considered like your second mom. Why did you do that? So she said, Daddy, I promise you, you're going to be the first to know, and here we go. Oh, yeah, I'm giving the pass. I was like, yeah, you get the pass. But next time, do me a favor, honey. Make sure to respect your teacher. And just calm down, and just, if you cannot take it, just bring it home to me. I can solve it. I can go to school and talk to your teacher. Deal, okay. 3 days down in the road, my first son came to me asking for a pass. saying that this is not going to be over, right? So he had his own problems. So anyway, let me talk to the parents for a second. Okay, parents there in the back, or if there's any moms in the woman room. Oh, mashallah. All of the brothers and sisters are watching me on YouTube as well. Wallahi, try this strategy, you know. And instead of scaring your kids from coming to you, encourage them to come to you. Well, some parents, unfortunately, they really make their kids scared from coming to them. If you do that, I'm going to break your bones. You're not going to enter this house again. If you do that, I'm going to slap you so hard in your face. That's wrong. Now you are scaring them away. Now, anytime they need to talk to someone, you're going to be the last option. You're going to be their last option. I promise you. But you as dad and you as mom, you want to be the first option for your kids to come to you when they have a problem. So try to use the strategy of giving a pass. Okay? It will work, I promise you. And you kids now, I'm going to get back to you here. Trust me, no one on this earth care about you like your parents. No matter how harsh they are, no matter how soft they are. I'm not saying all parents in the world are, as gentle, as soft, but one thing I know that they all care. They all care in the end of the day, trust me. But everyone has, and every mom has their own way to express or to apply or to show their care. Everyone has his own way, right? But in the end of the day, I want you all to be sure that they really care about you. Mom and dad are the only people on earth who are ready to give you their lives if they have to go into this. I promise you. So that's why, if anything goes wrong with your life, if you do anything wrong, school, street, in the market, anywhere, if anything goes wrong with you, the first one you need to go to are your parents. Just open your heart for them and tell them, Mom and Dad, this is what happened to me. You are my parents, and then I have to come to you first. I need help. That's what they did, and I need a solution. All right? Trust me, try it. Let's just try it. Okay? If it doesn't work, my number, the chef has my number. Call me, inshallah. Okay? So I promise I'll talk to your parents. All right? So now I'm gonna get back to you. I want to hear from each one of you, what is your wish on your parents? If I tell you what is the thing that you want to ask your parents, what is the thing that you wish to see or to hear or to get from your parents? What that would be? Yeah, follow. Follow.
So, there's a lot of times when people send it when they're, maybe if you can kind of discuss it, like,
In the groups?
yeah, what do you guys think?
Okay. You guys want to go groups?
Like 2 minutes, this way you guys can share out, because I know you guys sit there and just share out.
This Akash. I got a 19 of you. So what are the wish that you have on your parents?
What do you want from your
Yeah. What is your expectation? I should say maybe better.
one day that they expect?
I mean, they can say more than one thing, so it's up to them, but at least one thing. So you guys want to go in groups? 5, 5, 5?
Or you can talk to the person next to you, or
Yeah, so I'll give you 2 minutes, inshallah, okay?
share with each other, next to each other, something that you wish that your parents would do. And then, I don't know what's talking about your parents. Amir, what do you guys? It's kind of easy for me, so if you want to go on this, I want to go on the third street, you'll get involved too. What's your question saying?
The question is what do you expect?
Yeah. What do you expect or what do you?
What was it?
If you go to your parents and tell them that, Mom, Dad, I wish, what would come after I wish? Okay?
Don't expect too much.
Sheikh Ramadan said, don't expect too much for our brothers there in the houses.
For himself too.
Now I got.
You're late. As always.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's try to get it. Let's try to get it. And talk to staff over there.
If you are ready, raise your hand, please. If you are not, it's okay. Take some more time.
You guys done? You ready to share out?
All right, let's share up.
Who wants to start?
Who's gonna start?
Saeed.
Thank you.
Saeed.
I think if I were to pick, I wish, the thing I would follow is, I wish that you will continue being the way you are, right? Because I think my parents are doing a good enough job of supporting me and caring for me. Most of the time I'm not opposed to like their rules and whatnot, so I think that's what I'm out, so.
His parents will continue to be the way they are. I'm gonna stop right here. That's so beautiful, son. May Allah bless you. So he's so satisfied with his parents. Alhamdulillah. One thing parents need to know, the job in the house is not just you making sure that you are satisfied with your kids. It's very important to make sure. Wallahi. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran said, رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه. So don't be so arrogant like they are just kids. I don't care if they are satisfied with me or not. That's a big one. Just like you want to be satisfied with your kids, make sure they're gonna be satisfied with you as well. That's beautiful. Next. Mustafa. What's your full name, Mustafa? Huh? Mustafa Ramadan, mashallah. حبيبي تفضل.
My son,
ابن الشيخ ما شاء الله تبارك.
to encourage me and so on, to be understanding.
To Mustafa Ramadan, the son of our Sheikh, said to
To be understanding and
be understanding
encourage.
and encourage. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. You know, one thing I wish if your dad was mine. You know, so I can get that knowledge that your dad have, mashallah. Your dad is so nice and so encouraging, mashallah. So his encouragement brought me from Ohio to here. That's how much he's good in encouraging. Well, Allah bless you, Habib. That's beautiful, saying, mashallah. Who's gonna go next? Don't be shy, don't be shy.
Yeah, we have nothing.
Saeed said it? MashaAllah.
I thought it was Saeed.
All right, who's next? Hassan, you know that's my name as well, Hassan. So feel like you're talking to yourself. Uh-huh. Oh, what's your name, Habibi? What's your full name? Ali Qasim. I don't know if your mom or dad are watching us now. So Ali Qasim said he wish he can get his PlayStation back, right? And I'm talking to your mom and dad now. I hope they are here. They're there listening to me. Now, please give it back to him at least for. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Okay. You know, trust me, I know you guys hear all kind of negative things about these devices, but I'm against that. You know, I know they are good, I know they are beneficial, I know, but when we use them or when we overuse them, that's a problem, right? When we take that device from the time we wake up and we sleep while that devices are in our hands, that's the wrong things that we do, right? I'm serious, Hassan. I know, you know. So I don't mind, and trust me, my kids, every child of my kids have a device. But guess what? I give them 1 hour a day. I give it to them 1 hour a day, and it got to be after finishing their homework. You know, they gotta come and show me their homework is done. Here's your device. Go have fun for an hour or two, right? I'm done. But taking it away. Please give it back to them at least for 1 hour, inshallah. I'm talking to parents now. Yeah, we have shorter days in Ohio, by the way. Yeah. That's a good point. Your day is too long. I'm going to make it 2 hours since you're in California. All right, who's next? That was good. What's your full name? Amir Abdullah. He's saying, I wish that my parents would support me as you go on in life, right? Do you think that support is there already? And is always there? And I promise you that support will always be there for you, as long as they are living. You know, because like I say, you are one of the major things that they live for in this life. After worshiping Allah, after doing their Allah, or applying Allah duties and the religion duties, you are right there next to that. They live for you, and I promise you that caring will be always there for you. That's my promise to you. Who's next? I'm ready. I feel like you have something to say. What's your full name? Huh? Okay. So, your dad is here anyway, right? You said your dad is here? MashaAllah. Oh, MashaAllah. Sit there, brother. Ahmad Quran. Fi'an. I'm not Somali, but I live like in Somalia. We call Ohio. My state is more Somalia. There is a huge Somali population there. So I was forced to learn the language a little bit. So that's why I was reading his dad in their language. So trusting who you hang out with, right? In Somalia, mashallah, they are one of the highest hafad al-Quran in Somalia. They have the highest rate of memorizing the Quran in the whole world, one of the top, mashallah. And if you go around the states in Ramadan, if you like myself, you go around the states, myself and brother Abdurrahman there, almost we are in different states every day of Ramadan. The majority of those who lead Taraweeh prayer in the USA are Somalis. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. And guess what? If you tell them in Arabic, كيف حالك إيش أخبارك? They will not be able to answer you. But when they recite the Quran, they recite it better than a native Arabic speaker like myself. MashaAllah, this is how strong and firm they are in their love and their memorization to the Quran. May Allah bless them, inshallah. So back to your point, you want your parents to trust people you hang out with. So this is not hard to achieve, I promise you. But you need to approve it to them first, that they are trustworthy. Right? Yeah. And I promise you, and let me say something to your dad, this is part of life to have friendship. I know some parents, they always try to block their kids from having friends, and this is a big no-no, right? So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa depended after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on his companions. Even we call them the companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in all ages. And those are the ones who left Islam, the Prophet Muhammad, and took it to the whole world. His companions, right? It's part of life to have friends, right? But the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, and I'm glad you brought that point. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, مثل الجليس الصالح وجليس السوء كحامل المسك ونافخ الكير. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, friends are two categories, or there are two categories of friends. Those who are similar to the person who sells perfumes. Category number one are like those, or the example of category number one is like the example of those who sell perfumes. When you enter a place where they sell perfumes, even if you don't buy anything from there, what you gonna get? The beautiful smell, right? Right? Any place where there's perfumes. When you go inside, that beautiful smell starts to, subhanAllah, you can smell it from everywhere in that place, right? So either you buy from him or you don't, you're still gonna benefit from entering to his place, right? وَنَافِقُ الْكِيرِ. The other category is the bad friend, right? And the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said in this hadith, the example of the bad friend is like the example of the blacksmith. You know who the blacksmith is the one who works with fire and heating the irons and straightening the irons and يسموه blacksmith الحداد صح؟ Blacksmith, right? Yeah, exactly. So now there is nothing. Now we're not talking about the job as a job. There is nothing with the job itself, right? There is nothing shameful job as long as it's halal job, right? But Prophet Muhammad given an example there that the second category, the bad friend, is like the goldsmith person. If you enter his place, even if you don't buy anything from Allah, أحسن الله إليك والدي. بارك الله فيك بارك الله فيك بارك الله فيك هذا والد الحبيب. So the example, the second category, the bad friend, the Prophet ﷺ gave us an example for it as the gold or blacksmith place. You know, it's all about fire, and you know, it's all about something burning. It's all about throwing iron in the fire. So you know, the spark of the fires are flying everywhere, right? The fire, like the father said, smells bad, right? So when you go to the blacksmith shop, even if you don't buy anything, you will be harmed by, or you know, you will feel bad by the heat of the fire, by the spark of the fire. You got the example. So trust me, once your parents know that your friends are trustworthy, you will get that trust. But it's your job to show them that, you know, because especially nowadays, kids, my sons, my daughters, who are listening to me now, it becomes so hard to find good friends. The world now is different, the era is different, the time is different. And it's your parents' job to make sure that you're gonna have the best friend, not any friends, right? So you have the right to ask that, you know, but in the same time, they have the right, your parents, to make sure that you have those trustworthy friends who they will feel happy and safe to let you hang out with them. Who's next? Second one. Huh? I think we have a few more minutes to hold that done. Right? We have a few. 45. Oh. Oh yeah, I see. Now I see. So what's that? One. Yeah.
You guys come closer.
Some more Sundays.
You need to space.
So what's your name, Habib? Hamza what? Hamza Ahmed is asking for space, for some rooms. So he's asking for more rooms to be free to move on it, right? That's what I mean, right? Yeah. Again, you have all the right to ask for that, you know. It's just, you know, in your ages, you know, you have all the right, you know. And trust me, if you think that right has been taken away from you by your parents, all it takes, I promise you, just have a conversation with them. You know, by the way, never feel shy to have a conversation with your parents. Never assume that they're not gonna listen to me, I know them. You know, never have that negative thought about your parents. You know, if you think their way is blocked towards you, you open that way toward them, right? If you think there is a door between you and your parents, a locked door, don't feel shy to go and open it. They will be happy. You know, sometimes parents are too busy in this life to know what you want or what you need, right? I'm not saying this is right, I'm not saying this is wrong sometimes in life, but feel free. You know, if you think your parents are taking away something that you think is real right, let's go and have that discussion with them. And again, make sure before having or handling that conversation with them, like your request, you need space, more space to move on, you know, and just make sure to convince them to make sure that the space is too safe to move on, right? And trust me, they will give it to you. But again, since it's almost time for that, always, kids, always, my sons and my daughters, remember that your parents, sometime or most of the time, they are overprotective because they care about you. Let's make that a wish.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, this is my second time coming to Masjid Fresno Youth Meeting. I'm really impressed, frankly, because at your age to sit for 30 minutes and listen, as I know when I was your age, was difficult. So I congratulate you all for coming to these meetings and participating and patiently listening to your elders. Congratulations. You know, there are many stories in Quran. And one particular story is about youth, your age, teenagers. And these teenagers were given two options. Either they give up their faith or they'll be killed. Difficult choice, right? Either you give up your faith, imagine yourself, somebody tells you you give up your faith or you will be executed. Difficult choice. So these youth gather and they don't know what to do, they're scared, they don't want to give up their faith. And they gather and they pray to God to save them from this dilemma. And God accepted their prayer. So this is something for you. You know, when you're in a difficult situation, you can always pray to God and God is always there to help you. God accepted their prayer and they slept for 300 and some years. The Quran talks about it. When they woke up, they didn't know how long they slept. And they went to the city and then they found out that their dilemma has been solved. Their faith is now the dominant faith. So we are doing a documentary on this event. And we would like youth are into video these days, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. We are doing this documentary contest about this particular event of youth praying to God and then sleeping for many hundreds of years. And then what happened to them? So when they went back to their city, what happened to them? How did the community receive them? And what is their story? You know, so we can all understand from it and learn from it. So we are doing this documentary contest. I am hopeful you will form a team and participate in this contest. You will learn from it and you will educate other people. So please do think about it, and I request Imam Ramadan to be a leader in this and Kamal to be a guide, because you will need their guidance to execute this documentary. Thank you very much for your time.
طيب ان شاء الله we'll continue after نكمل 5 more minutes, inshallah. Okay. So, 2 more things I wanna say, inshallah, before we finish this up, inshallah. Then I'll see you on Salat al-Fajr, inshallah. Make sure you're gonna be here, inshallah. Okay. So, the first one I wanna say, I'm gonna take you a little bit off-topic relationship between you and your parents. Remember, we are Muslims. You are Muslims. Your religion is Islam, right? Our pride comes from Islam, right? That's where our real pride comes from, right? We are Muslims, right? So our pride comes from our religion, no from any other sources. Umar ibn Khattab used to say, نحن قوم أعزنا الله بالإسلام. We are people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevated us up by Islam. If you know how Arabia used to look like before Islam, it was subhanAllah something different from who they are right now. You know, before pre-Islam. But when Islam came, mashallah, they become who they are now. SubhanAllah, Islam elevated them up. So never be shy. Never be shy to say you are Muslim. Never be shy when it's time to pray, you know, to find any corner if you're not in the masjid and do your prayer. And if you have been asked what you're doing or what you're doing that, never be shy to say I'm a Muslim. Everything give you the right to do that in this country, by the way. You know, they said it's free, freedom of religion, right? In the constitution of this country, right? So never ever be shy to say you are Muslim whenever you need to do that. Never be late from, establishing your prayer when it's time to pray. Always be proud of who you are. All right? Don't you ever be proud of who someone else are. Right? That's one thing. The last thing I want to finish up with, always remember what Allah asks you direct command from Allah to you to honor your parents. Right? Your mom has 3 rights on you, your dad has 1 right on you. Right? A man went to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and a young man like you, and he asked him, who is the most person I need to be so kind to, O Prophet of Allah? I need to be respectful and honor most the Prophet of Allah. The Prophet replied by saying, your mother. The person asked the same question again, the same answer came from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, your mother. The same person repeated the same question again for the 3rd time. The Prophet told him the most person you need to be kind and nice, the most person you need to honor is your mother. And then the same person asked the same question again for the 4th time. At that time the Prophet ﷺ said, your father. So be so respectful no matter what it is, no matter what the case is, even if you don't like it, even if they give you an order that goes against your wishes and desires, make sure you're paying that respect to them. Even for any reason you decide to reject their direction, do it with respect. Now, I'm highly encouraging you to do that. Because again, like I said, you've never been in their way, but they've been into your way. They passed through your age. So whatever you guys go through in this life, they've already been through. You know what is the good out of it and what is the bad. So always obey your parents and always honor your parents. وجزاكم الله خيرا سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نسأل ونتوب إليك.
Okay, so I make this. Okay, so after this, we're gonna have a meeting. We're gonna talk first to the committee to carry on talking about being proud of you all. Right, to carry on have some community services, some stuff we're gonna do in the summer, the next, and so on. We're gonna meet afterward.
Anyone wants to make an end, please? Someone to make an end, please.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
So I told the camera open for any question. If you guys have any question, I will be more than happy to answer it. Don't feel shy again. By the way, there are two categories of people who will never be knowledgeable people. You will never gain knowledge if you have two things or two negative things. If you are shy or if you are arrogant. If you are trying to ask questions or arrogant to ask questions, you will never be a knowledgeable person. So if you have a question, and remember there is no bad question, there is nothing called stupid question. There is none of that, right? Question is question. So if you have a question, don't feel shy to ask it. Then, mashallah. I think we are done then for tonight, inshallah. Do you have anything to add, Habibi? Shaykhan? خلاص؟ سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. جزاك الله خير.
People leave the chairs here. Just move these over here. Just leave the chairs. What I mean now?
استووا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. عما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون ألم نجعل الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا إن يوم الفصل كان ميقاتا يوم ينفخ في الصور فتأتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا للطاغين مآبا لابثين فيها أحقابا لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا إلا حميما وغساقا جزاء وفاقا إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا إن للمتقين مفازا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله الله أكبر. الله سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
Bismillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Dear brothers and sisters, I was so happy to be with you for the last couple of days. Inshallah, I'll be going back home tomorrow, inshallah. However, I'll be here in Fajr, inshallah. I'll be giving short khatwa after Fajr here, inshallah. But just in case, if some of you